Hello everyone. So today we are going to talk about another question. So this was asked in Amazon, Microsoft and Intuit. So let's get started. So the question goes like this. Suppose you have a word, one second. Suppose you have a word for, right? And you are given a string like this. So you need to print out the number of occurrences of anagrams in this string of this word. For example, this will be one anagram of 4 and this will be one anagram of 4. So this will come out to be 3, right? So this question is somewhat of a sliding window concept we'll be using. So what we'll do is, suppose this is our whole string, right? R, O, F, W, Z. Then FOR, right? So first of all, because this word is of length 3, we'll check it with the first 3 positions if this leads to an anagram or not. Then we'll shift this window one by one, right? Because we always want to check it with 3 positions. So let's just get started. Let's just try to do a little bit of dry run. How are we going to do that? So with this, I am going to use hashing. So what we'll do is we'll have a vector for both the strings, right? So suppose I name it as WV. So what we want is the count of alphabets, right? So here in WV we are going to store the frequency of this character, right? And in WS we are going to store the frequency of each of these characters, right? So for example, this 0 will denote small a, and yes, it is given that all the alphabets are in small letters, right? So here 0 will store our small b, 1 will store our small b, and so on, right? So at the end of this, if you in the STL video I told you that you can check that two vectors are equal or not just by the equal to sign, right? So at the end of the comparison, if these two vectors are equal, that means this is an anagram, right? So let's just get started. If you are not understanding it right now, just follow this video till the end. You will surely get what I'm talking about. Let's just first delete everything, okay, and write this properly. Okay, so W we are given 4, and suppose string we were having ROF, WZ and FOR, right? So first of all, the length of this is 3 and the length of this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So initially what we will do is in this vector, right, because this length is 3, let's populate this vector for 3 positions. Okay, so this suppose is a vector for W and this suppose is a vector for S, right? So first we'll move forward the 3 positions. We'll say that for I is equal to 0 till 3, and whatever the characters are there for S and W, we are going to add it here, right? So what we'll do is vector of, so because these occurrences are denoting the position, like for example F, we will convert it into the 0 to 25 character bit. So what we are going to do is we are just going to add its ASCII value. So what we'll do is W of I, which will give me the character, and minus we'll do A, right? Because A is our starting point, so this will come out to be in 0 to 25 format. So we'll just do a plus plus, right? If you're not sure how we have done this, go and watch my vector video. And similarly, we will add it for S. So this is vector of W, this is vector of S. We are going to do S of I minus A equal to plus plus, right? So what will happen is this we are checking for the length of W. So this will remain. So after this we are going to just compare and check if these two vectors are same, which will come out to be same because these two have same number of frequencies of individual characters. That's what anagrams are, right? So we will have an initial counter, we will check this and we will just point it to, we will just increment it after this check, okay? After that comes the main part. Now here we have done till now. Okay, what we want to do now is move one window forward. Like we have to remove this r from this vector s and add this z. This w will remain constant because this is a one-time thing that we had to do for finding out what are the frequencies, right? So let's let's try out what we'll do is for the next things. So what we'll do is from I is equal to 4 till the end, which is the length of s. Okay, so right now this vector of s contains for this first three positions, right? Now because we are moving one window sliding, we need to remove the first character and add the next character. So what are we going to do is w of s. Suppose this length of this w was k, right? The word that we are looking for anagram. So if this is I, then what are we going to do is w of I minus k, right? So this is the character that we had to remove. For example, right now it is 4, right? And I was 3. So w of I minus 3 is the first character. Or if you if you're taking a 0-based index, this will actually start from 3 because this was less than 3. So this will come out to be 0. We'll remove this. That means we'll do a minus minus, and we are going to add the character. Okay, so this will be a minus, right? The same format that we are using right now. We'll do plus here. So what it will do is it will modify the vector of s for the next three characters, and then again do a check if these two vectors are equal, right? That means the w p and ws vectors are equal, and if they are equal, that means you have found another anagram, and then you will increment the counter. So this is a small, this is the walkthrough. I'll show you the code as well, and then the things will be more clearer. So let me just go back to the Geeks window. Okay, so I am here in the Geeks question. I'll link this question below so that you can try it out. As you can see that this is asked in so many companies, and this is a sliding window concept. So I'll just explain the question real quick. This is a text and this is a word, right? So we need to find the occurrences of this for in this whole text. So as you can see in the explanation, it occurs 3 times, which is this one for, then it will happen here, and then it will happen here. So that's what we were doing it, right? So let's just get started. So we are just past these two strings. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the length of these two things. So word is the pat is the word which we need to find the anagram for, and this text is the string. Now I have declared two empty vectors of 26 size because we have 26 characters 0 to z, right? And initially all the frequencies will be 0, so I have initialized it with 0. Now for the k characters, k was the length of this pattern, so I'm just going to populate these two vectors, right? I am going to populate it by pat of I, that is the ith character of pattern string, and plus it, and similar fashion for the text. Then I am going to declare a variable c that will have our final answer. So checking of two vectors is fairly simple by equal to. If these are equal in the first k characters, I'll just simply do a c++. Okay, the next is also very simple from k till n. So for the string, initially we have checked for the first k character. Now what we have to do is we have to move one character ahead. So for moving that window one character, what we'll do it is the first character that was there, we have to eliminate it from the vector and add the next character, right, as explained. So that's what I'm doing it. I'm adding the next character, which is the ith character, and we have to remove the I minus kth character. So I'm just going to remove it, and again I'll do that simple check and just add it to the count. So at the end of this, our C will contain the count. That means how many anagrams are there. Okay, so let's just try to run this and see if this works out. So if you're not getting familiar with the vector use, just go and watch my STL video. This question is a really good example of how hashing works. Okay, give me a minute. So this is a very good example of how hashing works and also how STL works. So this actually compiles. Let me just try to summon it once. I have not made any change to the code. Sometimes this happens in Geeks that it gives you error. Okay, yeah, so I have not changed anything, but it was just because I don't know, some backend issue. So yeah, this is a submission. If you want this code, I can post it somewhere, but I will highly recommend that go to this question and try it out. It is a fairly simple yet very effective question where you are using multiple techniques like hashing, sliding window, and also STL vectors. I hope you like the video. Hit that subscribe button and give a thumbs up if you like this video. Bye bye.